Ready? Yeah, what's good with the people? Very, very, very special situation going on here. Uh, don't really have a name for what this is right now. Ain't no title to if this is a podcast, but what we will call this is a sit down
For
and
sure.
real conversation in a building moment. If you don't know who this is, I go way back with my boy right here. Way like I'm
Woo!
talking about Power Rangers, like the original Power Rangers.
For sure.
Outside Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, it's Morphin like
If you know,
all,
you know.
you know what I'm saying? Like to the swing set, playing basketball in the street. You feel me? Ding dong ditch, two hand touch in the middle of the street. Like we go back, bro.
Right.
So just to introduce my boy, my guy right here, Bigg Cedd.
What's going on, man?
You know
How
what I'm
you
saying?
doing?
IE.
Two D's, man. What's the deal, man?
Man,
Happy to be here.
hey, we here to politic with you, see what's going on, cause this is a man with he wears many different hats, and we're gonna get down into the whole breakdown of everything that he does, from being an entrepreneur with his own clothing line. This is actually one of his pieces right here, Westside IE. You feel me? I had to wear it for the occasion. You feel me?
Indeed.
You feel me? So, but he does a lot of different things. Music is always the the forefront. That's his love. That's a
Right.
that's a special part to him.
Passion.
And he also do TV mountain. But we're gonna get into all
Indeed.
that. We're gonna anyways. I'm like, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. I've been great. I've been just trying to keep my foot on the gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I see that you dropped a new project recently.
Yes.
That thing slap.
Indeed. Slow Feet Don't Eat. You can find it on all your streaming platforms. You can go buy it off of iTunes. And if you want a CD made, you can hit me personally.
We're bringing CDs back.
Man, I wish, hey,
We're
somebody
bringing
gotta bring
CDs
some
back.
physical something back.
Man, I'm pretty sure he got the merch coming too.
Yeah, indeed.
So yeah. So we're gonna get into a series of questions. Of course, like I wrote down some stuff so that we can keep track of how we're gonna break this down,
Right.
and we cover all bases. So we're gonna get into what inspired the title for this album and how did it come about.
Oh, that's a funny question. So originally it was going to be called what's the name of Joyner Lucas' last album? I can't think of it.
I can't think off top neither.
But that was the name for this. That was the actual name.
So we got phones in our hands
for
right here. I
sure.
can go
It
on
was
Spotify
like,
and look real quick. I know I listened to it. I just
Yeah,
can't
for
think of
sure.
the name right now.
It was like
Uh,
Not Now I'm Busy. I think that's what it was called.
That's what it was.
Not Now I'm Busy. So that was the original title, but I didn't even I didn't even think that. And then one day before the project was done, I was watching a video, one of his videos off of the Joyner Lucas album. He had put a video. It might have been the one with Jelly Roll, and it was like Not Now I'm Busy, and I was like, oh.
Just mess up your whole game.
Oh my God, bro! So
messed up the whole
for
game.
a little while, it was just untitled, and then I was chilling in my backyard one day, just listening to beats, and it just came to me like, oh, like the song came to me first. I started Slow Feet Don't Eat. I was like, there it is. That it fits in perfectly. So because Not Now I'm Busy was kind of like
So what does that title mean to you?
The title means get up and get it. Like you gotta go.
Yeah,
you have to like. It's more of a motivational thing. It's not necessarily saying even though I'm up moving with everybody else. It's a motivational thing. Like, hey, in this world that we live in now, slow feet don't eat.
That's a fact. So we're gonna keep it moving. So your last project was Pray You Ball.
Yeah, I Pray You Ball with KD.
How does this one differ from that one? What was like the difference on approaching this project from the last one?
Well, the biggest, I wouldn't say the biggest thing, but one of the biggest things is that last one was more of a dual creative type thing. So it was me and KD, or Marquis Davis, as he's calling himself. But that was more of a
just a watermelon ambassador juice right here.
Indeed.
We got to get you some. This is sponsored by Watermelon Ambassador.
Sponsored by, but no. So that one was more me and him trying to mesh, with me being older
Mm-hmm.
and him being like part of the younger generation, we were trying to mesh the vision or just the
Older school to new school.
yeah, for sure, but
Yeah.
still keep it
Bridge
fresh.
the gap.
So it was a lot of his like
Mm.
hooks and beats he chose, and like the content of it was
Mhm.
a lot of him and a lot of me too. But this
Mhm.
one, this was just me straight, like just
Mm.
all the everything came from like just okay. I just wanted to put something out there to motivate, like something
Yeah.
motivate. Even though I Pray You Ball is motivational,
Mm.
like I wanted to give it my twist.
Yeah.
Like so this one was all me. But yeah.
Okay. All right. What was the most challenging song to create for Slow Feet Don't Eat?
That's a good fucking question. I would say probably between there's a song on there called Before I Croak. And it's not about me dying, it's just about me getting a certain amount of money before I go.
Mm-hmm.
And that was challenging because I was from originally the album was supposed to be done, or a project album, whatever they're calling it.
Mm-hmm.
I had like 6 of the 10 songs done in one weekend.
Mm.
And then I had called.
So you was cooking.
Yeah, I had called Josh like, I'm just finish this weekend and just put it out. But then, time stuff started happening, and then I had made like had to put a deadline on myself because I'm like, this is taking too long.
Mm-hmm.
So Before I Croak, that came at the end, and then I had the hook. I had like a bunch of the first verse, but I got wind up. I wasn't feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you listen to it, you might be able to like hear. I sound a little like congested.
Mm-hmm.
So and then the second, I was like, because some of the songs I just did like one long verse
Mm-hmm.
and then 2 hooks, but then I had the second verse on there. I was like, boy, I had a lot of trouble with that. I had a lot. I could not.
Hey, that sickness was hitting everybody.
Yeah,
I got
sure.
sick for a little bit too. It sat
Once
me down
again,
for a week.
Yeah, once again, that shit. Yeah, so I had got sick, and then that song, either that or the actual the title track, like Slow Feet Don't Eat, because I
Mhm.
wanted to. I have written verses to it like 3 times,
Mhm.
but I wanted it to be like the hook is more like telling people like, hey, get up, get on your grind.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it to be too condescending.
Mhm.
So that's why I wanted it to be more motivational and not condescending. But then I had wrote other verses, and I was like, damn, I feel like I'm talking down.
Mhm.
And that wasn't the.
You don't want to seem too
That wasn't
preachy.
the goal, yeah.
Yeah. So like, what's your approach? Because I know with me also being a producer / writer, rapper, all that stuff. Like everybody have their own techniques and approaches to how they create their music. Do you have like any like particular like approaches or like you know what I'm saying? Like what's your approach?
I go in and out of flow. Like I
Mm.
be in a state of flow sometimes, and everything, everything just clicks, and I got everything make because that's how I usually go. Like music that I make, like the beat got to make me feel something first. Like I don't just like I gotta feel, and then I'll go off of what I feel to try to write. That's how I feel like the song should sound, or what the content of the song should be.
Yeah.
So really, it'd just be me listening, going through beats, listening. Like, oh, I feel and then I'll write.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like as I'm starting to mature in the music, like now I'll like if I get an idea, I'll immediately record it on my phone real fast, like at least like the hook or something, or because I done had, and I don't know about other artists, I done had so many fire hooks.
Yeah. I got a shitload of files of just voice notes in my phone. It's hooks and even beats. I gotta get this off.
So that's what now I'll be like, cause I done had like little 4s or little 8 bars or little hooks that I'll be in the car or somewhere like, oh, that's hard, and I'll be like, I'm gonna remember it later. But then later comes, that motherfucker's gone.
Especially when you on a clock working somewhere, you be like, I gotta keep this. You try to keep the idea fresh.
Sure.
By the time you get off, you be like, man.
It's over with. What I say?
Yeah, it's gone. Like you lost that one to the ether. But shit, moving on. Can you break down the meaning behind the songs like "Shit I Gotta See" and "Can I Get a Win"? Both songs slap. I mess with that. "Can I Get a Win"?
So yeah, you know what's crazy is that it's that's like I feel like I'll go back to that though, but so for shit I gotta see, that's kind of like a song about like not letting people doubt you. So shit I gotta see. Fuck niggas be thinking when these niggas doubt me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So that's more like I'm like, damn, what are they?
Yeah.
What are y'all thinking? Like,
Yeah.
especially just people that have been around. Like, you see me bounce back how many times?
Yeah.
Like, to doubt me is crazy.
Now you counting me out?
Yeah,
Well,
what?
you can't count then.
Yeah, for sure. And then, can I get a win? That verse, I mean, that hook is deep. And then the verse actually came from, or some of the verse came from another song that I have with my cousin Dev. But we just never finished it.
Mm.
But then when that can I get a win, I was like, oh, this fit perfectly.
Mm.
So that song is just about like taking like because we all take L's.
Oh God.
And sometimes you be like, oh
Man.
bro, cause you know when is my win coming?
Yeah.
I know I've been putting good in this universe.
Yeah.
When is my win coming? When is my turn gonna be to win? So that's basically what that is about. It's just about like, hey, you ever been broke? You ever been down on your ass?
Man.
Your daughter ever needs something? You was down on your ass? So, that's
that part right there.
That's sure.
That's just, you ain't got to explain no further past that. That's just self-explanatory. Okay. What's been the response from the fans? Because I know, like, when I heard it, I was like, cause I'm the type, I'm in and out of music. Like, I be getting, like, I be wanting to do music, and I'm like, all right, like, I chill and go mess with these cameras. But when I be, like, between I Pray You Ball and this project, when I heard it, I was like, it made me want to rap again. I'm like, man, I got some shit to say.
I remember you called me when that outro, you was like, oh, this nigga rapping.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I got to get out there and say something because
It's just been, I haven't been this active rapping in a while. So that's why I like, I was like, okay. That's why I still got some more shit in the canister, but it was, it just, the fans, it's funny because, before we did, it's not all we did, but that's what we were promoting was like turn up music.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of ratchet shit.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of people that I was like, damn, I didn't know you get deep like that. I thought that's all you rapped about was ass shaking and money making, which it's still money making is just different. So I've honestly been getting like a lot of that, like damn. And it's honestly a lot of people that never, I ain't gonna say never fucked with it, but just didn't take the time to go on like a social media or send a text. Like I get text. Yeah, I get a text like, hey, especially like you said about the can I get a win? Like I got text like, bro, that's him. Like that shit deep. Like, man, we ain't gonna shoot the video for that. Like, so I've been getting a lot of and then now because I've been having to change over, so it's so easy to give content to fans now. So yeah, so I've been getting it's been a lot of good feedback. I haven't had too much negative feedback, but of course some of the homies be like, "Go harder," but that's what they supposed to say.
Yeah. No, because I think what it is though is like as we getting older, like we started doing this like in our teens, you feel me, and going hard in our 20s. You get older, your perspective change.
Right.
So it's just like right now we in a space of hip hop where you got a lot of turn up music and it's not really the balance of like that motivational and that positive and storytelling. It's a lack of balance. And I think in with this, like even just you as a person, like you became more balanced and with understanding. With age comes wisdom. Yeah, you're growing, so like your music is changing as well. So you implementing that into the music where it's gonna resonate. Like, dang, I'm trying to get a win too. Like you feel like that?
Like, I wanted to separate myself because I feel like right now, like everybody want to kill each other.
Man,
like that's the only
murder music.
That's
kill,
it right
kill.
now. There's nothing like I don't really, not to say that like to disrespect anybody that is, but like honestly, that's all I hear from like the mainstream right now is. And even it was before, but there was, like you said, it was a balance. Like now, everybody is just
Is he that with the drill music?
Yeah, for sure. Like
the
everybody
ratchet
want to
music.
kill each other.
Yeah, it's
God
just
damn.
like there's a time and place for everything. Well, I'm not saying there's a time and place for killing anybody,
Right.
but as far as like music, we gotta have like there's some type of balance. You know that. So that's like you touching somebody's spirit with the dear mamas and stuff like that. Like I'm
Yeah.
slipping, I'm falling. Like you feel me?
Woo.
Like those type of tracks.
You feel me? That's the balance. That's it. Because he could have went from stop, drop,
You feel me? Oh God!
to I'm slipping.
He
I'm
yelling
falling
at you.
like, bro.
He killed 1,500 people and he praying at you at the end of the album.
For sure. That's funny.
Father, forgive me.
Man, rest in peace, DMX, bro.
Yeah, that's my first favorite rapper too. But yeah, let's keep it moving. How do you balance being an artist and making sure your music stays authentic to who you are?
I think that's pretty easy. I might embellished a little early on, but like I never did no like super shoot 'em up. I'ma kill all you niggas with this switch in the car. I never did that. So, and then I never been like I might have embellished a little bit. Like of course, but we was doing turn up music, so we was definitely turning up at that time. And then now it's more like motivational. So I feel like I need to be able to like. That's one of the things about me is that I always pride myself on like, if you go check my background. Anything I say on the record, go check. You can go check. Go ask around, ask some people. Like, oh, if he said I did that, it ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, go check. Go ahead. You go ahead. Yeah, for sure. You can go ahead and replay that and run it back. For sure. I stand on what I say. Yeah. So I always been priding myself on that. Like at least being able to be honest to the point where ain't nobody, if something major do happen, somebody can go back like, oh, this nigga Lark, never did none of that. All this is, and then you know how they do when you finally make it out, and then they try to go back to your
they bring everything out.
Yeah,
they go deep searching and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But a lot of people they come out like faking the funk and then acting like they this and that, and they're not really about that life.
Right.
Like, we seen the whole 6ix9ine situation. That was wild. So it's like you gotta stay true and authentic to yourself. Like if you're gonna be honest to anybody, be honest to yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Can't lie to you.
Man.
You can't lie to you.
It's gonna catch up to you.
Sure.
Okay. If someone was hearing your music for the first time, which song should they start with and why?
Are we talking about this album? Or just any?
Let's say this album, then we're gonna say in total.
So I would say definitely because the Auntie Bridget intro, that kind of like definitely humanizes me. There's my auntie on there, sending me words of encouragement like a voicemail, and then that song is me kind of like giving a little bit of background. I would just say like can't quit now. I done came too far, so I would say that like if you want to hear me talk my shit a little bit, I would definitely say Shit I Gotta See. And then if you want to hear, me talking that shit, you can listen to Not Yours, featuring Jesus 3+6. So yeah, I would just say start it from the beginning and then let it play. I feel like I place the songs in a way where you can get just off the rip, you're gonna get that I'm appreciative and a humble person, but not too humble. So like
sometimes you gotta toot your own
horn.
horn.
For sure.
They gonna try to mute you, so you gotta, hey,
for sure.
Little Boy Blue out. You feel me? Like you gonna hear me.
So I'm humble enough for me, but not for nigga. Don't try it.
Yeah.
I'm humble enough to know that
I'm coming through with the band. Stop playing.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. What's next for you musically? Are you already working on some new tracks?
Yeah, I got a project called Guap Talk. I'm about like 8, 9 tracks in.
Mr. Guap.
Yeah, so Guap Talk is gonna be the next one, and then I got another one called Northside Drive. That's gonna be my first all auto-tune project. So I'm coming with straight auto-tune, and then after that,
out here T-painting.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to see what I can do with it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be more story based. I'm trying to build a whole story around that.
Mm.
And then after that, my next goal is to never use, well, to make my own beats after that. After Northside Drive, every project I make, I want to be 100%. Like I want to make all the beats.
Hey, come to
record
the
everything.
side. It's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
100%ers.
Yeah, for sure. I fuck around with it a little bit, but I'm gonna really sit down and that's what I definitely want to have out before I decide I don't want to rap no more. Is I want to have a project out where like I did everything on here.
Yeah. Nah, cause it's a lot of pride when you able to go in there like just you into the studio
Right.
and come out with a full song, full album, like top to bottom. It's like you didn't need no help. Like nobody had to come and play the keys for you or anything. Like don't get me wrong. Like I understand when it comes to producing, like in a Quincy Jones type of situation or whatever. But when you're able to go into the studio and make your own beats and you come out with a complete like product to show the people, you mixed it, you engineered it, you did the beat, you did the vocal, like, hey, nobody can say nothing to you. You just
for sure.
pop your collar like, hey,
get all that.
Get off me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into some entrepreneurship talk. Because I know that you a man of many hats, and you run a money motivated Apparel. What inspired you to come out with your own clothing brand?
The music. That's how it started. It was, remember the guap shirts?
Yeah.
So that was how I would get guap, but that was just to try to help fund the music at the beginning. Where people like the message stood because it's like a great message, like get guap. Who doesn't want to get guap?
God.
So that stood, and then I started coming out with, start getting in Photoshop, messing with my own designs, and then I just, I fell in love with like the process and like the fashion just a little bit though. Like I'm not into like too much like, but just putting something, because where else can you put it? Like if you put something on your chest, it means something to you.
Yeah, it's like sure. Superman. That S stood for something.
Yeah, you put something on your chest, or
say it with your chest.
Yeah, for sure. So that's all part of the brand. Cause I want to. A lot of the time, I like to just be in my own shit. Like
that's the
why
way.
not?
That's the way though. Like I'm like, cause the thing is, especially when you get into understanding how to make clothes and like the cost of different shit, you start to look at a lot of these luxury brands. It'd be like a simple little fucking polo.
Yeah, for sure.
You pay $95 for just a horse? I'm like, bro, no.
It's just a brand. It's about branding yourself. Yeah. You gotta realize that you become the brand, and that's why I said, like, as we go back to what we were just talking about, that's why I pride myself on being so authentic, authentic enough for anybody, not just a motherfucker, but yeah, go check it. That's what I'm saying. So when people know it's authentic, they wanna rock with it.
Yeah, go get you one of these Westside IEs.
Yeah, getguap.com.
Getguap.com. Like we over here, we make shit happen and create our own opportunities. Like, bro, I got juice. For
sure.
like I started a juice brand with the watermelon juice or whatnot. So it's not about me, but
go ahead.
So I don't know. This is sponsored by Watermelon Juice Ambassador. So so anyways. You also sold sweaters representing different sides of the Inland Empire. Right. How important is it for you to rep where you're from?
Super. That's one of the best things I can do. And what I feel like is a lot of people don't realize, like, even who we are as Inland Empire. Like, we are the biggest county out here. Like, and if you start watching people moves from other places, I ain't gonna say, but they come out here.
Yeah.
Because we're the biggest county. Like, we got over 500,000 or 600,000 people here. So, and for a lot of the time, like, even when I was growing up, like, now it's a little different. Like, everybody's kicking doors down in their own way. But, like, when I was growing up, a lot of people used to lie and be like,
from LA.
I'm from LA.
Yeah.
I'm from LA. I felt like, bro.
I seen you my whole life. Like,
I never felt like that. I always
we in elementary school. Why you lying?
Yeah. Come on, man. You're from where? You're from where? Niggas, hey, it's not only then, because a lot of motherfuckers do that shit now. blow up out here and all of a sudden be from LA.
Yeah.
But me coming up, I always was like, I'm against that grain. I'm from San Bernardino. I'm from IE. Yeah, so
Rialto.
It's important for me, for the people out here. Like we're not, like, no disrespect to LA, but we're not LA. Like, so if you're proud, like I'm proud, that's why I made that shit. I'm proud to be from out here.
Yeah, that be the thing, because I'm like, I always say, I'm like, a lot of, like, as far as the world and the global aspect, like the IE isn't as well known as LA.
Yeah, for sure.
So
they like big bro type shit.
Yeah. But it's just
bigger
like,
city.
Yeah. But it comes down to, I'm like, it's a lot of talented people out here in the IE.
For sure.
If you really start looking around and searching, I'm like, as many as dope people you find in LA, you're going to find just as many out here.
That's what I said. I had to retract that. Not big bro, but bigger city. So you got... People are going to go. That's the bigger city. You feel me? LA is like the third biggest economy in the world. Like, we go out there for little, it's a shopping hub. It's a shipping hub. So there will always be a bigger city. But that don't mean that we can't have our own and do our own thing.
That's a fact.
We have the numbers, we got the people, we got the culture out here to do our own thing. So we don't gotta do what they do.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So that's why it's so important for me to not say, like, no disrespect to them. Like, I got homies from LA, you feel me? That's a beautiful city too. But I'm from San Bernardino. I'm from the Inland Empire. Yeah. So if we wanted to, if we all stood right, we could have this motherfucker cracking just how they got their own shit cracking.
That's a fact. Oh God.
People be so quick.
Everybody want to be a head nigga in charge and doing all this other crab in the barrel type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You already know how that go.
For sure.
Okay, so you mentioned that money motivated apparel is for the black sheep of society. Can you explain that vision?
Once again, that was kind of what we just talked about. How for so long we were looked down upon, or people, even our own people, well, the people out here used to act like it wasn't. Even to this day, though, some people like act like San Bernardino, they try to talk, but no. So that's why I always felt like, we the black sheep of really California. Like y'all try to talk down on us, but my boy that's more his apparel. So money motivated apparel is just that. Like, it's a lot of stuff to motivate people, like the get guap and the black as fuck shirts, or the wet. So that's like motivational. But the black sheep is more. That's like my boy's apparel company called Black Sheep Apparel. He do shit for the outsiders. Like, people are different on purpose. Yeah. So.
Okay, got you. So, what's been the biggest challenge in running your own clothing brand?
The internet.
Explain.
So I'm really good, like, hand to hand. Like, if I go out or like I post it, like, I sell merchandise. Like, people come back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. But trying to figure out how to make that shift from the hand to hand to where it's like online to where you can get. I don't have a store, so I have an online store though. But I'm trying to make the same impact on the internet as I do when I'm able to physically sell somebody something. Like, you go out to a little pop-up shop and I got it. I can tell you about it. You can touch it. I want that, brother. Yeah. On the internet, like, I can post it online, but it don't be having the same traction.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole conversation.
Yeah, for sure. That's a rabbit hole right there.
That's a whole conversation. I can really dive in with you, but that's going to be a long winded, because part of my business is helping people market and stuff like that. So, but I'm like, it's nothing like having a hand in hand transaction, because it's like when you in front of somebody, you're able to speak to them and you can sell the product to them. It's more like
how do I take this salesman in me and put it on the internet for other people that can't physically see me? That's my hardest part, is like trying to find people that I can't physically talk to.
Mm. Yeah, that's all in marketing, you know. Especially in nowadays where we got like Canva and ChatGPT, like it's a whole breakdown
Oh, yeah,
on how
for
you
sure.
can really touch the people and really strengthen the presentation and entice people
Right.
to want to really buy the product. So like, we gonna
Yeah,
talk
for
about
sure.
that.
You know, we
feel
always do though. We always be having them business conversations. For sure.
yeah. So aside from having your clothing brand and being an artist, you also do TV mounting.
Right.
How did you get into that? Like what led to that?
Putting my own TVs up, and then you know, people, family calling, hey, you put mine. I know you put yours up. And then once family had friends calling, and then during COVID, I wound up having so much time off because I couldn't go to work because the kids wasn't going to school,
Mm.
and then they wind up shout out to Frito Lay for firing me. Yeah, but
Why my son work there now? It's crazy.
The money good though, but and that's one thing about like got respect for Frito Lay because Frito Lay is the first job that paid me, but then Frito Lay also that job helped me realize that those dollar increments that you think ain't really that. Because even growing up, what? Making $26, $27 an hour, you think, oh, that's it. I'm balling.
Yeah.
But then once I got to that point,
All your time was
I
being
realized,
traded
like, oh, this ain't shit either. Not that anybody making that, hourly wage, I'm not saying what you making ain't shit, but just for me,
for it.
it wasn't enough for the time that I had to invest and
They gonna make you invest some time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, when I was working there, 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, bro. I used to. It got to that point, but that's when I realized that, like, some people are employees and some people are bosses, bro. Because I used to pull up in that parking lot some mornings and cry, bro. I hated that shit. I hated the smell. I hated the sounds. And it started making that's why I got
depressed.
It started making me like, bro, I hated that shit. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to them for letting me go during COVID because
I looked at it because like when they had let me go, I looked at it as divine intervention because I'm like I was already thinking about leaving. I just didn't really have.
You were going mentally.
Man, for real.
My body's still here every day.
Man, but it was just like I didn't really have no real exit plan. I couldn't really figure out the exit plan to position myself to doing the stuff that I wanted to do.
Right.
So like once I got let go, it kind of forced me, and then I figured it out anyways.
Shit come to a head.
And sometimes you just gotta jump off the cliff and then pray that parachute open.
Shit, where some water underneath. Yeah, they let me go, and then I wind up having just. Thankfully, during that time, it was COVID, so I wound up having extra time to research and started my LLC and started figuring out how to market my service the right way. And I never look back, and I never will look back.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Frito Lay. Thanks for firing me.
What lessons have you learned as an entrepreneur that also apply to your music career?
That is a very good question. Never quit. I would say never quit. Use your downtime wisely. So, like, even when I'm not currently have a project out, I'll be working on something but sometimes, it's different. It's different because sometimes for me, I gotta live a little. Like right now, I'm in like a good space where like my pen is it's wet, it's just flowing. But sometimes you gotta live to go through some shit to be able to come back with, like you said, like a new perspective. So I guess it's different with business, like as far as like entrepreneurship is. Right, like once you start something now, like I started the TV mount shit, I can't take no time. That's the bread and butter.
Ain't no PPO or PTO for that.
Sure.
That shit get different. With all these hustles, how do you manage your time and stay productive?
Man, sometimes when I need to just do what I want, like I gotta take care of me like after my kids and my wife, I gotta take care of me first. And like even if I feel like I'm just getting too busy to where I don't have time for myself, I'll just take some time. Like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'll stop it. Cause I found that was real. Like at a point, I was stretching myself hella thin, and I was like, God damn, bro, I'm starting to feel like how I felt about Frito. Like this shit is getting. Like, I quit so I could free up some of my time and have time with my kids and have time for me. So yeah, I'm definitely big on that. I will what? Yeah, I will definitely. Hey, I get you. I got 2 days. I schedule you in 2 days. Hey, if we get too busy, like, and I know, like a lot of people will look at that like, but
nah, cause I think what it is, especially when you go into, even with music, like music is something that's fun, regardless of you can apply it to whatever thing. But once it stopped being fun, and it just feels like straight work, that's when you just be like, I'm starting to clock out of this. Like,
yeah, for sure.
like it just like I don't know, you just start to check out and just like.
Nah, I'm big on like even with my kids. Like some days we have mental health days. Like if you don't like if we I don't just be letting them stay at home all the time, but I'm big on that. Like stay at home one day if it's we been going hard for 9-10 weeks. We all in the house tired. You want to look take a day off. Nothing, bro. Cause niggas be out like. You take one day off, everything's gonna fall. Like, no, sometimes you gotta recharge your own batteries.
It's gonna be there still tomorrow.
Yeah,
you can come back. You can put that down and come back.
Yeah, if you don't recharge them, you're gonna burn yourself out.
That's a fact. Okay. So let's get into some life and personal growth stuff.
Right.
You're a father, so
Indeed.
how has fatherhood influenced your grind and the messages in your music?
Well, I just gotta grind harder than ever because they get older, they want more expensive stuff,
Man.
and then you start to want more. You know, as a like, I want to leave something for, and it ain't just one. Now I got 4 and my wife, so you know you grind for that. So for sure, my grind's on a level, but it's on a level that's never been. But also, as I got older, I realized how to move smarter and not let people talk me out of like working hard for a little bit. Like I know what an hour of my time is worth. Like, and you know, people are trying to put no. So, and then for music, of course, I'm getting older. So I just like you said, I have to make music that correlates with how I'm living. I'm not I can't remember the last time I've been to. Probably, bro, your birthday party, and that was just because it was you. It was probably the last time I've been to a club.
A couple years ago.
Yeah,
now.
Bro. And before that, I can't remember the last time. I'm not clubbing. I enjoy the time at the house. My peoples come over. We play dominoes. We barbecue.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the life I'm living now.
It's interesting how we get older. All that stuff changed. You don't even want to be outside like that. Only time when people really see me at a club is because I'm working. Like I'm doing camera work at there.
Right.
But I don't choose to be there. I'm like, bro, I'd rather be at home in bed. Like,
man, just be at home in somewhere peaceful. Period. But yeah, the homie invited me out the other day. He had this thing, but I wanted to go, but I'm just like, shit.
Niggas be thinking that turned into a life decision.
He had something at the Champagne Lounge. The homie Truth. He been doing his thing lately, and I wish I wanted to go, but I just don't do clubs no more, bro.
Yeah.
Especially I wasn't gonna have. I had called up there. They wanted a stupid amount for the little sections.
Yeah, that'd be the thing. I'm like, if
I do go to a club, I'm not gonna be on the middle of the floor.
Even like when we went for my birthday, I'm like, we was in a section. I'm like, when I was younger, I didn't understand the I'm like, why would you pay for a section? Like, you paying extra for that bottle. But I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, actually, you pay for comfort. Because being in the middle of the floor, people bumping you and all that shit, I'm like, yeah, I'm
do what you do, but watch my shoes. Yeah. Just, I don't, the club scene, it might be because I'm a little older, but also, I feel like that shit just, our generation played that shit out with the fights and shooting. I don't want to take no chances, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Nigga damn near 40.
Yeah,
Hit by a motherfucking stray.
That's
Trying to
stupid
do
shit.
it.
It ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with me at all. Just there.
Man, yeah.
Look it up. Like, oh, shit. Yeah.
That shit trash as hell.
I can't do that.
Okay, so what are some values you're teaching your kids about success and hard work?
I definitely try to instill like the entrepreneurial spirit in them. So for me, even if if they decide they want to go to college, good. That's why I went and got my college degree, so that I could set that bar.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to. And I teach them that all the time. Like, you don't have to go to college to be successful.
Yeah.
But I definitely put that in their brain. Like, we're business owners.
Mm-hmm.
That's who. Look how I get to go to every event.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have to go put in 40 hours. Now, if you choose to, you go to college and you get you making 120K.
Yeah.
You doing something that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah. By all means, do your thing. But like for me, it's just like no. After you turn 18, no basic jobs, like no warehouses, nothing like that.
Yeah.
My daughter started her own little not skincare, but she got like lip gloss and stuff like that. So she has started that, and then my other daughter, she does art. So they're already, I feel like they're getting that. They see it, like they be listening to me on the phone, and they be mocking me like, "Hello, what's Ice TV?" Like, so they hear it, how businesses ran, and they see it like, "Oh, the bills get paid from this."
It's funny how like you might not always say everything to your kids, but they paying attention.
Yeah, for sure.
They're
watching, bro. They're watching and
crazy.
learning you. But we did the same with our parents.
No, that's true. That's true.
Sure. When you start getting older, you're looking like, oh shit, you're a human. You make mistakes.
Nah, for real. A lot of people dream about being their own boss, but struggle to take the first step. What advice would you give them?
Take the first step. That's the advice I give. Don't stop waiting. Stop. I heard what is it called? Analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
When you start, I'm gonna start next Monday, and I'm gonna do all this planning, and I'm gonna, just go. If you want, and that don't mean you gotta just, like you said. Sometimes the best thing to do is jump off the cliff. Yeah. But the way the world is, you can stay on the cliff and build your own bridge across that motherfucker if you want to. But you just gotta do it. You can't. Like I always tell my kids, like, if you willing to spend, I promise you, if you spend the 8 hours that you would spend working for somebody else, working on yourself, but this be the problem. People don't be wanting to do that. They'll spend 1 hour doing something and think they can just sit down for the rest of the 7. No, if you spend 40 hours a week, the same 8 hours, get up at 5, make some coffee, whatever you do. At 6 o'clock, you should be researching. Do that. You should, if you do the same thing you would do for somebody else to make a paycheck, you can make more money than that paycheck.
Yeah, that's a fact.
For sure. But you got to spend that time.
Yeah, a lot of people, they don't want to do that because they want to just walk into something that's already laid out. They don't have to do all the
groundwork.
The groundwork. They just want the foundation. So that's why a lot of people just plug into a system as far as a 9 to 5 and take that route. And it's not wrong with that.
For sure.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But just now you still got to make your 9 to 5 work for you. Invest your money. Find you a 9 to 5 that cares, because you're gonna go into a bunch of jobs that don't care about you. Find you a 9 to 5 that, and I'm gonna just say, don't know 9 to 5 really care about you. They're gonna replace you if you die. They'll have your spot.
You're expendable.
Yeah, but find you a 9 to 5 that can work with you. Find you somewhere that'll allow you to go to school. Find you somewhere that'll because people need to start asking these questions when they go in these jobs. But I didn't realize that. What are my chances for growth here? Yeah. Because if I've been here 3 years busting my ass for the same dollar amount and you ain't even contacting me about moving up, what am I doing here? Oh God. What am I doing? Like, there's no room for growth. What are my chances for growth here? What's your vacation plan like? what's your 401k? Like, niggas got to start asking those questions.
Mm-hmm.
But we just they get us with, they try to throw a little, oh, shit, $24, but you might make $24 an hour and the benefits suck. You only get 3 days a year off.
Man.
No sick time. Besides the California
Working
time, they don't
holidays.
care. The motherfuckers look at you crazy like, I wish you would take another day off. You'll be out of here.
That's why I can't. Like, I'm glad I'm out of that. I'm like, it's for who it's for, but I'm like, it would be very hard for me to go back to working for somebody because
I'll never say never, but
as soon as you start, because I'm like, it's always that situation where somebody in authority, they feel like they just above you and they want to talk any kind of way.
Power corrupts. Yeah, for sure. And they used to people who need this.
Yeah, and I'm like, these hands work. So
and I always, and that's always been my problem at jobs. Because nigga, I will leave. I never had a job that I gave that much of a fuck about that I wouldn't get to. Nigga, I will cuss you out, threaten you.
I only tried to work one place since, because I became self-employed 2018, and it's only been one time I tried to work somewhere. It was, and I told myself I would never go back to a warehouse. And I was there for like 3 days. And one of the dudes was talking to me like kind of crazy. I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't need this. I got other hustles. Like, yeah, I clocked out and left. I was like, yeah, I'm cool.
Sometimes that's what I said. When it's in you, and then that can't be. But like I said, that's not for everybody.
Mm.
Go in there. Sometimes you gotta go in there and put your head down and get your bag up. When it requires that, when it requires that of you, you got bills. You can't just leave and say fuck your bills.
Yeah, facts.
Sometimes you have to go in that motherfucker, but go in that motherfucker with a plan.
Mm-hmm. And then even on top of it, like being individuals like us, you gotta sometimes, and I get it, like it comes times where shit get dark, and you be like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like I gotta get a win. And like you try to figure out life, so it's just like, and you already started your business or entrepreneurship journey, and sometimes you just gotta trust the process and lean on your gifts and understand that you're gonna make it through it. Because sometimes like we'll buckle in those times and do something that like you try to go get a job, it's like this ain't what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be tightening up and getting your stuff together, so that you weather the storm and you come out on the other side.
Sure, and then that's another thing. Even if you are like, if you're a boss, you gotta look at a job like a job. Like motherfuckers fall off. Sometimes you fall off, but don't go in. Like go in there, get a quick bag.
Let your job be your investor.
Yeah, get back to it.
Yeah,
go in there, get your bag. Get on your give it a little 90 days. Stack that. Yeah, I'm out of here. and don't feel bad about shaking these niggas. Because they will get rid of you.
Oh, God.
I will give, bro, for me personally, but my dad would hate to hear me say this. I don't give no notices, none of that. When I'm done, I'm done. You're not going to give me it's all the time for me. You're good, because guess what? If you want me out of here, you're not going to say, hey, in 30 days.
I ever did it 2 weeks. I think probably once when I was young, but after that, I was like,
my dad,
I'm out of here.
He would hate to hear me say that. What about your next? Let's check this out.
Because the thing about it, when you do like leave a job, depending like what type of job it is, of course. Like if you got like a career type job, yeah, they might call your old job to check in and see. But for the most part, these regular jobs, they ain't calling your old job to see it.
Sure. Even if they did, that nigga worked hard, but hey, just one day he was sick of our shit. I'm not going in there. I ain't gonna go in there and tell you the bullshit. Go in there, you do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Get your numbers, do whatever you gotta do, but don't go in there and sell your soul.
Oh God.
It's easy to get caught up in saying I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna do this 3 months, Then 3 months turn into 6.
Turn to a
6
year.
months, and now they're giving you yeah, you've been here for 10 years. Here's a pizza and a G-Shock and a T-shirt with our logo on it.
Yeah, you can get lost in the sauce real easy.
It's easy to.
You can get lost in the sauce for real. Okay. So what's your definition of success, and do you feel like you reached it yet?
My definition of success is me being happy and stable financially, and I mean, I don't feel like I've reached all the goals that I set for myself, so I can't say um, that I would say that I've reached my success or the level of success that I want. But I definitely am successful at what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, my businesses are 5-star. I have returning customers. I'm able to wake up and see my kids every morning. I'm able to put them in the bed every night. They're not hungry.
Mm-hmm.
We got roof over our head. They got clothes. So I go to all their award shows, basketball games, soccer games.
That sounds like success to me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So that's, but you know, there's obviously still more goals that I would like to hit. But yeah,
I guess you could put it in perspective as that you can't, like, if you can make it to all the events that your kids is doing, you can't put a price on that. Like, that's happiness just within itself, where it's just like you can see them thrive and grow and become who they're becoming.
Because they be looking.
Man.
For sure they get to looking.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they get to. When you go, especially when you go to the little award shows and they all come out, and you see the little.
Yeah.
And then they finally, I'm right here, bucko. What's up, man? Yeah.
They start panicking.
Yeah, like, oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm here. Everyone.
Okay, we got a couple more questions to get through here. If you could go back 5 years and give yourself advice, what would you say?
2020. I would say, what would I say?
Man, 2020, that's that's crazy.
Fast, huh? I'd say just stick to it. But which I did, but I would just say, like, you got this. And maybe some of those nights that like you said, those entrepreneurial nights, I stayed up like, ooh, this shit, I don't know if this shit working right. Just trust the process. And I definitely say, yeah, just stick to it. Stick to your guns and stay true to yourself.
Okay, can feel that one. What motivates you to keep pushing even on the days when it gets tough?
My kids, and then just me. I'm really, like, I love a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the kind of person I am. Like, oh, this shit hard. Yeah, I'm the kind of nigga that play the game on hard mode.
Throw it on automatic.
Yeah, for sure. It had to throw the controller 10 times, but then pick it back up. Like, I need that.
Nah, I'm probably back in the day when we used to play Super Nintendo. I used to be getting
sure.
hot at the game.
For sure. I used to. What? It is funny because my son be in there playing his Switch, right? And my girl be like, get him. I be like, girl, if you do. Hey, shout out to the people who used to make TVs back in the day.
Man,
y'all made
industrial.
Yeah. 'Cause boy, I done picked up the whole system. Ah!
Niggas be mad again. They cheating.
Yeah. I'm sick of these guys. They cheating. Yeah, for sure. So,
oh shit.
Nigga socking the TV.
Oh shit. You can't sock a flat
That's
screen
why I
nowadays.
said, for sure, it's over with. Nigga used to, I used to punch on that TV. Pop, pop.
Hey,
Throw the whole controller. Throw the whole controller. Hey, they used to make everything stronger back in the day.
Nah, they bank on us fucking up shit now.
Yeah, just to go buy another one.
Yeah, they do that on purpose.
You barely
Even
drop
with
that
cars.
motherfucker, that shit gonna go into 1,000 pieces.
Oh, shit. But, what's one message you want to leave listeners with?
The message I want to leave listeners with is follow me. Follow me and stay motivated, because I'm on my way up and I want you to come to the top with me. So listen to my latest project. Follow me on Instagram. Follow my Twitch, because I'll be on there playing the game. Follow all my socials and go to the top with me. We're going to keep climbing.
All your socials?
Mr. Guap, MRGWAAP. You can find me everywhere under that tag. If you want to go to the top with me, come on. Let's hit it. We're going to keep climbing.
Keep climbing. Okay. With closing remarks, do you want to do any shout outs or anything? Anything you want to throw out there as far as that's coming up?
Oh, man. I'm going to have a live performance that we just shot here. I got some other stuff coming out. Hopefully, a couple music videos for this project. I got some getguap.com. Stay on the lookout. I got some black as fuck sweaters and t-shirts coming out. Yeah, just follow me, man, because I'm a creative and I'm gonna keep coming. So yeah, it's kind of everything. Yeah, let's keep climbing. Climb with me.
Hey, that part right there. Hey man, as you know, I'm your boy Sxmmnz the Creative. It's been a sit down with my boy Bigg Cedd. Like I said, we go back way back before it flats on a Cadillac. You feel me?
Motorcycle.
Man, putting the cans in the tires.
Yeah, for sure. Motorcycles.
Well, yeah, man. Like it's been a good sit down conversation. Y'all might see more of these coming on. We gonna see.
Hey man, I told you I would make this a place of truth.
Hey, we was gonna turn this into the whole Club Shay Shay of the IE, but we kept it cool. You feel me?
Man, you know.
Talk, but we ain't get into who fucking somebody baby mom. Not like we ain't do all that.
Shit, the drama.
All that. So yeah. And be on the lookout for the watermelon juice. You feel me?
This shit fire.
Yeah. For all your photography and videography needs, you can contact me. 360 booth. Contact me. Music production. Contact me. I do clothes too. I kind of slow down, but I'm about to get back cracking because I'm like my boy motivating me. So I'm like,